Dear students, welcome back. In the previous class, we have discussed about definition of matrices, types of matrices. Can you recall? Okay. Today, we are going to continue with the important concept. It is algebra on matrices. First, we begin with equality of matrices. What do you mean by two matrices are equal? See, just okay, dear students, in the previous class, I forgot to tell you, I gave the definition of matrix. Matrix is simply a rectangular array of numbers I told, but I forgot to tell you matrix has no value. Of course, their elements will have values, but as a whole matrix has no values. But still we can equate the matrices, you can add the matrices, you can multiply the matrices, you can have a scalar can be multiplied to a matrix. These are the algebra of matrices. So, first we begin with equality of matrices. What do you mean by two matrices are equal? What do you mean by two matrices are equal? When you can compare two arrangement, that you have to think of. The two matrices, they are of order. Suppose if it is M cross N and P cross Q and M and P are different, you can't add. While adding the two matrices, their order must be same. Therefore, let me simply write, while equating the two matrices, let me name one of the matrix by capital A, Aij, and another matrix capital B, let me take Bij. Two matrices A and B are said to be equal, only when two conditions are satisfied. If first condition, it is nothing but order of A and B must be equal. Order of A and B must be equal, or A and B are of same order. Second, the elements of A, each element of a matrix A, each element of a matrix A is equal to corresponding element. What do you mean by corresponding element? When you just compare the very first element A11 of capital A, that should be equal to B11 of another matrix capital B. Corresponding element. Each element of a matrix A must be equal to the corresponding element of B. So, this should be the condition. What is the condition for two matrices to be equal? First of all, they should be of same order. Second, the corresponding elements must be equal. So, I will just give an example. If I have A is equal to, so let me highlight one simple case, like suppose if you have A is equal to 4, 7, 5, 3, and B if it is equal to x 7, y 3. Given that A equal to B, suppose if it is given that A equal to B, do you agree with me both have same order? Correct. Do you have corresponding elements equal? Okay, that when two matrices are equal, we expect the corresponding elements must be equal. What is the first element here? 4. What is the first element here? X. Therefore, we must have x is equal to 4. The second element here means the second or first column 5 and here y. Therefore, y should be equal to 5. X is equal to 4 and y should be equal to 5. So, let us discuss few simple examples which are likely to be asked in examination. So, let me explain a few cases like found in NCERT book. Find the values based on equality of matrices. Okay. Find the values of unknown. Find the values of unknown x, y or x, y, z, just okay, as many number of unknowns are there. Find the values of unknown in the following cases. from the following. I'll just give you two examples, like two problems. Number one. So let me take a 2 cross 2 matrix first. So the matrix is 4, 3, x. Let me take the element like 5 is equal to, the two matrices are equated like this. So it is equal to y, z. So I'll take some element here just in the place of this one, 1, 5, something like that. If two matrices are equal, you are asked to find x, y, z. Now please tell me, dear students, what we have in the place of 4 here? When two matrices are equal, corresponding elements must be equal, no? What do you have in the place of y? Y is equal to 4. What do you have in the place of 3 here? Z. Therefore, z is equal to 3. What do you have in the place of x? It is 1. Therefore, x is equal to 1. These are the values of unknown, x, y, z. So I'll give you a little difficult problem, like the second example is like this. Find the values of x, y, z. In the case of a column matrix, I'll take a 3 cross 1, x plus y plus z. So let me take the second element is nothing but x plus z. Let me take the third element, it is y plus z. Let me equate this one to, so a matrix of order what? 3 cross 1 only, 9, 5, 7. It's given that the two matrices are equal. Find the values of x, y, z. How easily one can find? Just observe here, it is x plus z. Let me write first. X plus y plus z. First element should be equated to this one. Right, it is equal to 9. Let me write the second expression like x plus z is equal to what? 5. Is equal to 5. So let me stop here. Let me compare this one little later. First, what you can tell about x and z are common in this. You subtract this one from this. X minus x, no x. Y minus no y here, therefore y will be there. Z will get cancelled on subtracting. What is 9 minus 5? It is 4. You got the value for y. Y is equal to 4. Since we have a value for y is 4, now you compare with y plus z. What should be that y plus z? It should be 7. We already have the value for y. So it is 4. 4 plus z is equal to 7. What should be z then? It is 7 minus 4. Carrying 4 to the other side. It is 3. You got the value for z. It is 3. Next, what would be the value for x? You can use this one. X plus z. What is z? It is 3. X plus 3 should be equal to 5. Therefore, please tell me what is the value for x? I have x is equal to 5 minus 3, 5 minus 3, it is 2. These are the values of x, y, z. I hope all of you understood. So next we will continue with the operations on matrices, which comes in the algebra of matrices only, how to operate the matrices. There are basic operations like addition and subtraction of matrices. First we begin with that. Addition and subtraction, or sum or difference of matrices. What is the condition? Matrices can be added or subtracted only when it satisfies the condition. Okay, therefore, just to give you the definition, before I give the definition, it's better let me highlight one simple case where it is applicable. Where do you use the what you call addition of matrices? One simple example. Even okay, just in your public examinations, so you will be getting theory marks after evaluation, or before that you will be given practical marks. They need to be added. I will take a very simple case like, let me take T and P. Capital T and capital P are the two matrices which represent the marks of theory and marks of practical. Let me take T this one what you call theory marks of 3 students in 4 subjects: physics, chemistry, maths, biology. So I don't want to highlight anything else. Let me write the marks. It's out of 15 I'll take, but practical out of 5, theory out of 10. So let me take the first marks is 9, in chemistry say 7, and in maths 12, and in biology say 6. Why I have treated here 12? Because maths there is no practical. Let me take here 6, 5, 9, 4. Let me take here 3, 2, 0, 5. This is theory marks. And let me write another matrix with the practical marks. So here the first column which you write should represent a practical marks in physics for all the 3 students. So let me assume that this is 4, this one is 3, and this one is 1. Now just here practical marks in chemistry. So I'll take it is 3, it is 2, it is 2. There is no practicals in maths, therefore just it has to be replaced by 0. And here I'll take biology practicals, say 5, 4, 3. Now dear students, why I have highlighted this one? Because to give you the idea about what you mean by adding 2 matrices. When you add 2 matrices, actually you are supposed to obtain a mark list. Mark list which is obtained by adding theory marks with practical marks. Can you add theory marks of one student to the practical marks of other student, or theory marks of one particular subject to the practical marks of any other subject? It is wrong. While adding the 2 matrices, what need to be observed here? Both the matrices must be of same order. This is the condition, that is the restriction. When you add 2 matrices, observe that both are of same order, then only you can add, otherwise you can't add. Because as I told just now, while adding 2 matrices, corresponding elements are added. When corresponding elements are added, we must have same number of elements in both the matrices and at the same place. So therefore, I call M is nothing but total marks. It is T plus P. I add 2 matrices here. As a whole, this one has no value, but their elements have values. T plus P represent, okay, so I can write here that matrix like this, no? First I'll write T and then plus P. I avoid that one. You can understand. Now just what is T plus P means? Resultant matrix you observe also will be a matrix of same order, 3 cross 4, 3 cross 4. The resultant matrix will be of same order, 3 cross 4. In order to obtain the first element, actually what is the first element? First element is the marks of first student, total marks of first student in physics. That means theory marks must be added with the corresponding practical marks. 9 plus 4, it is 13 out of 15. Now second one is 7 plus 3, it is 10. Third one is 12 plus 0, corresponding elements are added. 6 plus 5, 11. Have you understood? It is meaningful one, otherwise meaningless. Okay, next we have to add 6 with the 3, it is 9. 5 with the 2, 7. 9 plus 0, 9. 4 plus 4, 8. It is the marks of second student in a different subject. It is the marks of second student in physics, chemistry, maths, biology. Now third one, 3 plus 1, 4. 2 plus 2, 4. 0 plus 0, 0. 5 plus 3, 8. Okay, so that is the case. I hope all of you understood. Now I can give the definition of sum or difference of matrices. Even in the case of difference also, that will be the same case. Suppose if we have a present value of different items instead of marks, and say this is the discount given to the corresponding elements, like corresponding items. Then in order to find the new price list, we have to subtract this from this. Okay, just you think of it. Now, just I will write the definition of sum or differences of two matrices. What do you mean by the sum or difference? The sum or difference of two matrices of same order. What is the condition for adding or finding the difference of two matrices? They must be of same order. That is very important. If the matrices are not of same order, you can never add them. And that is obtained by adding or subtracting. If you have to find the sum, then add. If you have to find the difference, then subtract. By either adding or subtracting the corresponding elements, not any other elements. Adding or subtracting the corresponding elements. Adding or subtracting the corresponding elements. That is the way how we can find the sum or difference of two matrices. Are you clear? Okay. So, next we will continue with the, so just I will give you a simple case like, suppose if you have a matrix A. If a matrix A has a general elements like it is A11, A12, A21, A22. And let me take a matrix B, it is nothing but B11, B12, B21, B22. Suppose if these are the two matrices A and B, then can you please tell me what is A plus B? Just to get practice with. In order to sum the two matrices, we are supposed to add corresponding elements. Therefore, what you can tell about this? It is nothing but A11 plus B1, A11 plus B11. Add corresponding elements. Then similarly, the next element will be A12 plus B12, A21 plus B21. I think you are very familiar with that notation like second row, first column. The position will be same. Next, A22 plus B2. Like this. This is how we can add. What would be A minus B then? What is difference A minus B? It will be A11 minus B11. This minus this. And then similarly A12 minus B12. A21 minus B21. A22 minus B22. B22. Okay. So, this is the simple case. How we can just go with the addition and subtraction to make you understand, I give this. But just once again, I would like to highlight here a general case. Suppose if you have a matrix A is Aij of order m cross n and a matrix B say Bij of order m cross n, we must have same order. We must have two matrices must be of same order when you add them. Then what do you observe here? We have A plus B. Suppose if you write A plus B, A plus B can be written as Cij, matrix of same order. Resultant matrix also will retain same order, like the order will be retained here. What would be the Cij? So, here Cij is an element in ith row and jth column. It is obtained by adding corresponding elements, means Aij need to be added with Bij. Have you understood? That is one case. Now, what would be A minus B? What would be A minus B? A minus B would be a matrix I call Dij. Order must be same, m cross n. What is Dij? Dij is element in ith row and jth column. It is Aij minus Bij, because we need to subtract. So, this will be the case. Are you clear? Okay. So, shall we continue with the next operation? Any doubts about matrix addition or matrix subtraction? So, please get practice with the simple examples which are given in worked example. So, more or less the problems which are given in worked example I do not solve, because you find the answer there itself in the book. I will give importance to the problems which have been highlighted given in exercise. Okay. Next operation, it is nothing but scalar multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. Scalar multiplied to a matrix means what? It is multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. Scalar means some real number, some constant. What do you mean by multiplying a matrix by some constant? See, just I would like to highlight one simple case. Suppose if you have a matrix which represent the prices of few items of different qualities, anything. Individual items prices will be given in one matrix. Suppose if we have to find another matrix where it gives the prices of items in dozens. In dozens means 1 dozen means 12 units. What need to be done to get the other matrix? Have you got the idea? So, first matrix is a price list of what do you call different items per unit, and you have to find out the other matrix with the price list of a same items in dozens. What need to be done? We need to multiply each and every element by 12. So, that is one simple example which is related to what I am going to explain now. It is nothing but multiplication of a scalar, multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. Multiplication of a matrix by a scalar. So, what do you mean by multiplying? As I told, every element of a matrix must be multiplied by what? A scalar, same constant. I will just explain with example. If A is a matrix like 2, 3, 4, 7, 1, minus 2. If this is a matrix A, what is the order of this matrix? It is 2 cross 3. What will be 4A? Can you please tell me what is 4A here? 4A should represent a matrix by multiplying each element of A by a scalar 4. Every element must be multiplied by 4. So, what do you get on multiplying each element by 4? What is 2 4s are 8. First element must be 8. What is 3 4s are 12. What is 4 4s are 16. What is 7 4s are 28. What is 1 4s are 4. What is minus 2 into 4? Minus 8. Have you understood? This 4A. One simple example which I gave. Now, just by this time, every one of you need to understand properly, in general, what do you mean by a matrix multiplied by a scalar? So, let me take like this, a matrix A. So, let me write the general notation for a matrix. Let a matrix, if a matrix A is given by Aij, its order I call M cross N. A matrix Aij with the order M cross N is a matrix. Let me take this as a matrix, and K be any scalar. Any scalar means any real number. Be a scalar. Capital K be a scalar. Then K into A, as I mentioned here, 4 into A. So, it is K into A is a matrix. How that matrix is obtained? It is obtained by multiplying. How it is obtained? By multiplying each element of A. By multiplying each element of A by scalar K. Every element of A need to be multiplied by a scalar K. In other words, I may write here K into A. So, symbolically I can write like this. It is K into matrix, correct? Order M cross N. That means each element of a matrix must be multiplied by K. Therefore, I can even write this is a matrix with the K Aij. order is m cross n. Have you understood? This is the general way of writing a matrix. Now, if I take the same matrix, I will just recall, let me take the same matrix. What would be half A, 1 by 2 into A? Can you please tell me what is 1 by 2 into A? So, let me write this 1 by 2 into a matrix A, it is 2, 3, 4, 7, 1, minus 2. Each element of a matrix must be divided by 2. Actually, multiplying by 1 by 2 means dividing by 2. So, what do you expect here? It should be 2 by 2, 1, second element is 3 by 2, it is 2, and here 7 by 2, 7 by 2, it is 1 by 2, and minus 2 by 2, it is minus 1. This is half A for this matrix A. Students, I hope you understood about a matrix multiplied by a scalar. Shall we continue then? The next concept is negative of a matrix. What do you mean by negative of a matrix? The term itself gives you the clear idea, like negative of a matrix means when there is a matrix given, I call it as capital A, its negative is denoted by minus A. Actually, minus A, if you understand properly, A is multiplied by minus 1. Can be connected to the scalar multiplication, matrix multiplied by a scalar. What scalar is multiplied? Minus 1. Negative of a matrix capital A is denoted by minus A and is obtained by multiplying each element of A by minus 1. That is only. Each element of A must be multiplied by what? Minus 1. So, let me write it properly. Negative of a matrix. What do you mean by negative of a matrix? The negative of a matrix, the negative of a matrix, negative of a matrix capital A is denoted by minus A. Negative of a matrix is denoted by what? Minus A and is obtained by multiplying, each element of A by minus 1. That is one. I can take here the matrix minus A. How I can write minus A? Minus A can be written as, that is, minus A can be written as minus 1 into A. That is the negative of a matrix. See, I will just give you an example, like if A is a matrix with minus 3, 7, 5, 2. If this is a matrix A, can you please tell me what is the negative of this matrix? I write here minus A. That means each element of A need to be multiplied by minus 1 or just simply change the elements into their negatives. We have it is plus 3, this is minus 7, this is minus 5, minus 2, like this. This is the negative of a matrix. So, these are the basic operations. We have multiplication of matrices, 2 matrices can be multiplied, that will be taught in the next session. But before that, we will discuss one or two simple cases connected to, just okay, or few more cases connected to what we have discussed today. One is addition of matrices or difference of matrices, equality of matrices we have already discussed, and scalar multiplied to a matrix multiplied by a scalar. These cases we shall discuss. Okay, so let me continue with problems which are likely to be asked in examination and found in NCERT book. So, let me take one such example. Let I will take matrices of order 2 cross 2, simple cases like a matrices capital A 2, 3, matrices of order 2 cross 2 means how many elements must be there? There should be 4 elements, 3, 2. So, let me take this is a matrix A and let me take matrix B as 1, 3, minus 2, 5. Matrix B 1, 3, minus 2, 5. And then let me take a matrix C, it is minus 2, 5, 3, 4. Minus 2, 5, 3, 4. So, the first matrix actually in the textbook it has been given like no, this element is 4 it seems. This element is 4, okay, as far as my memory is concerned. Now, just what is the question asked? Find each of the following. Find the following. Find the following. First question will be A plus B. Second question, A minus B. Will be asked to find either A plus B or A minus B. Third question, it is 3A minus C. 3A minus C I will take. Fourth question, it is A into B. So, just I will avoid this one because matrix multiplication we have not discussed, therefore, just that problem should be discussed later. So, let me take only 3 cases. Now, first one, what is A plus B? Look at A. So, let me write A plus B means, first let me write a matrix A, it is 2, 4, 3, 2, added with the B, B is nothing but what? 1, 3, minus 2, 5. And that is nothing but we have to add corresponding elements. Therefore, we expect here 2 plus 1, it is 3. 4 plus 3, 7. 3 plus minus 2, 3 minus 2 actually it is 1. 2 plus 5, it is 7. It's 1. And then we have a second example, A minus B. What is A minus B? A minus B. A is nothing but what? 2, 4, 3, 2. Minus only with the sign changing, okay. 1, 3, minus 2, 5. Can you please tell me what you expect here? 2 minus 1, it is 1. What is 4 minus 3? It is 1. What is 3 minus of minus 2? It is 5. What is 2 minus 5? It is minus 3. Are you clear? So, this is the final answer. Now, what is the answer to the third question here? Third question. You are asked to find 3A minus C. Let me write as it is 3. What is A? A is nothing but 2, 4, 3, 2. Minus C. What is C? The last matrix. Minus 2, 5, 3, 4. You go step by step. First, let me multiply. It is a matrix multiplied by a scalar. Every element of this must be multiplied by 3. Each element of this must be multiplied by 3. Therefore, just we expect here. What is 3 2s are? 6. What is 3 4s are? 12. What is 3 3s are? 9. What is this one? 6. Minus second matrix as it is, minus 2, 5, 3, 4. Therefore, what do you expect here? Just tell me what is 6 minus of minus 2? It is 8. 6 plus 2, it is 8. What is the next one here? 12 minus 5, it is 7. What is 9 minus 3? 6. What is 6 minus 4? It is 2. That is the resultant matrix. Have you understood? So, these are the cases. So, let me continue with the one of the problem which has been found in 2 board examination question paper for 5 marks. But just to observe how easy such questions would be to answer in board examination. Therefore, just 5 mark questions in the board examination, do not omit, do not ignore the questions of matrices. The question is as follows. So, actually that 5 mark questions in matrices is fixed on algebra of matrices. Second example. So, let me take the 3 matrices, let me take. All of them are of order 3 cross 3 I take. First matrix A 1, 2, minus 3. Second row, let me take here, it is 5, 0, 2. Third row, it is 1, minus 1, 1. Now, let me take another matrix B, a matrix of order 3 cross 3. It is 3, minus 1, 2. Second row, I will take 4, 2, 5. Third row, let me take here 2, 0, 3. And let me take another matrix, matrix C of same order 3 cross 3. First row, it is 4, 1, 2. Second row, 0, 3, 2. And third row, let me take here 1, minus 2, 3. I think the matrices are given with the same elements. You will be asked to find the questions, compute. You will be asked to find, there are expressions like, first one is A plus B. You are asked to find A plus B and B minus C. Find A plus B and B minus C. Also verify. There are 3 questions asked. Also verify that A plus B minus C is same as A plus B minus C. I think just in the textbook it is given in the reverse order, like A minus, it will be asked, no, so you will be asked to find A plus B minus C. First this expression on the left side or right side, that does not matter. So, let me explain this. What do we have? First, let me write solution. What is A plus B? What is A plus B? So, A is just okay, everywhere I have used square brackets. Let me change the notation, no problem. 1, 2, 3, minus 3 here. 5, 0, 2, 1, minus 1, 1, plus B, 3, minus 1, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 0, 3. So, these are the matrices of same order 3 cross 3. First, we have to evaluate this one. For that, 1 mark will be given. So, what do you observe here? Adding 2 matrices means adding corresponding elements. Do not waste much time, but still you have sufficient time to answer 5 mark question. 8 minutes are there. But this question can be answered at the faster rate. What is 1 plus 3? 4. What is 2 plus minus 1? It is 1. What is minus 3 plus 2? It is minus 1. What is 5 plus 4? 9. What is 0 plus 2? It is 2. And what is 2 plus 5? It is 7. And what is the next one, like 1 plus 2? It is 3. What is minus 1 plus 0? It is minus 1. What is 1 plus 3? 4. Like this. Okay, that is one. Second question which has been asked is find B minus C. What is B first? First, let me write B here. 3 minus 1, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 0, 3. Minus, what is C? C is nothing but 4, 1, 2, 0, 3, 1, minus 2, 3. Now, just observe here. What is B minus C means? Subtracting corresponding elements. 3 minus 4. Is it minus 1? What is minus 1 minus 1? Minus 2. What is 2 minus 2? Would be 0. What is here? 4 minus 0. It is 4. 2 minus 3. Minus 1. 5 minus 2. It is 3. 2 minus 1. Corresponding elements are subtracted. 0 minus of minus 2. It is plus 2. What is 3 minus 3? 0. Have you understood? This will carry 1 mark. Next, okay, you have to find what is A plus B, left hand side. Actually, left hand side means, okay, that will be the other one, that does not matter. I will write A plus B minus C. We have already evaluated A plus B here. Let me take the answer for that. A plus B, it is 4, 1 minus 1, 9, 2, 7, 3 minus 1, 4. That is A plus B. And then minus C. Minus C means you have to write that 4, 1, 2. And 0, 3, 2, 1, minus 2, 3. Now, please tell me, so what do you expect here? Subtracting 4 minus 4, it is 0. What is 1 minus 1? 0. What is minus 1 minus 2? It is minus 3. And then what is 9 minus 0? It is 9. What is 2 minus 3? It is minus 1. What is 7 minus 2? 5. What is 7 minus, 3 minus 1? 2. What is minus 1 minus of minus? It is plus 1. Minus 1 plus 2. And then we have here 4 minus 3, it is 1. That is one side. What's the next one? It is A plus B minus. That means, first let me write A here. A means this one. So that is nothing but a matrix 1, 2, minus 3, 5, 0, 2, 1, minus 1, 1. Plus, what is B minus C? B minus C we have found here. Final answer. So let me write. It is minus 1, minus 2, 0. 4, minus 1, 3. And we expect here 1, 2, 0. Correct? Yes. Now please tell me what you expect here. 1 minus 1 plus minus 1 means 1 minus 1, 0. What is 2 minus 2? Also will be 0. What is minus 3 plus 0? It is minus 3. What is 5 plus 4? 9. 0 plus minus 1, it is minus 1. 2 plus 3, it is 5. 1 plus 1, it is 2. Minus 1 plus 2, 2 minus 1, it is 1. 1 plus 0, it is 1. So what's your conclusion, dear students? Look at this one. This is left hand side here, and this one is the right hand side. Therefore, can you confidently write? You can take this equation as equation 1, this as equation 2. You may write here by 1 and 2. Observe that LHS is equal to RHS. Left hand side is equal to right hand side. So with this, today's session will wind up. My dear students, I hope you understood what all explanations I gave, but you have all of you are capable of solving the remaining questions which have been not solved from NCERT exercise. Please do not waste time. Solve the remaining questions which are related to the unit which we have discussed today, and come prepare for the next class. Till then, all of you take care. So thank you very much.